Have you ever dreamed of, just walking outside and picking fresh vegetables from your very own garden? But then the thought of all that digging and weeding just stops you in your tracks? Well, what if I told you there's a much simpler way? Today, we're going to look at a gardening method that actually works with nature to give you an incredible harvest with, seriously, a fraction of the work. When we think about starting a garden, what comes to mind? For a lot of us, it's heavy shovels, turning over all that dense soil, and just fighting what feels like an endless battle with weeds. It's this picture of pure, hard labor. But what if that whole picture is just wrong? That's right. The idea that you absolutely have to dig and till your soil to have a good garden, it's probably one of the biggest myths in gardening. Yeah, for generations, it was just the way things were done. But it turns out it's a chore we can all be very happy to leave behind. Okay, so let's get into this. It's called no-dig gardening, and it's a method that's been made famous by an amazing grower named Charles Dowding. He's been perfecting this since the 1980s, and believe me, it is changing how people grow their own food all over the world. So what is it really? Well, at its heart, no-dig is all about copying what happens in a forest. Leaves and twigs fall on the ground, and this whole world of life in the soil, the worms, the microbes, they come up to eat it, breaking it down and creating this incredibly rich, fertile soil. With no-dig, we're just kind of helping that natural process along. Charles Dowding himself sums it up perfectly. He says it's about two things: disturbing the soil as little as possible and feeding the soil. That's it. You stop messing with that delicate ecosystem under your feet, and instead, you just feed it from the top. It's such a simple change in how you think, but it has these huge results for your garden and for you. You might have also heard this called lasagna gardening, and it's a fantastic name because that's literally what you're doing. You're building your garden bed in these delicious layers of organic material, just one on top of the other. Okay, I get it. The method is easier, but is it actually better? And the answer is a huge, resounding yes. This isn't just about saving your back. It's really about the science of creating healthier, stronger soil. Let's take a look at the proof. So this comes from Charles Dowding's own side-by-side experiments, and the results are just wow. In the no-dig beds, you see way fewer weeds, mostly because you're not digging up all those old weed seeds and bringing them to the surface. The soil holds water like a sponge, so you water less. And that whole underground world of worms and microbes, it's absolutely thriving. Plus, it even stores more carbon in the ground. It's a win-win-win. And here's the number that really gets me. It's not just easier, it is more productive. Year after year, Dowding's no-dig gardens produce on average 10% higher yields than the gardens where he digs. I mean, think about that for a second. You get more food for less work. And this isn't just some little backyard gardening trick. There was a huge 30-year study at Michigan State University on large-scale no-till farming, and they found the exact same thing. Over time, the fields get better at handling drought, they become more profitable, and they build up all this amazing soil carbon that just one pass of a plow can wipe out. The benefits just keep adding up over the years. Okay, so you're probably convinced by now, but how do you actually do it? Let's get practical. I'm going to show you how you can build your very first no-dig garden bed, and you can literally do it this afternoon. It is honestly this easy. 3 simple steps. First, you cover the ground with cardboard to block the light from any grass or weeds. Second, you add a nice, thick layer of compost right on top. And third, you start planting. Seriously, that's it. So first up, cardboard. Just grab some plain brown boxes. Make sure you peel off any plastic tape and lay them flat, directly over the spot you picked, whether it's lawn or weeds. This is your light blocking layer. It just smothers whatever's underneath. And over the next few months, the worms are going to come up and turn that cardboard and grass into food for your new garden. It's amazing. All right, now for step 2. You're going to add about 4 inches or 10 centimeters of compost right on top of that cardboard. This can be compost you made yourself or stuff you bought in a bag, whatever you've got. This rich, wonderful layer is the brand new home for your plant's roots. And just like that, your bed is ready to go. You can take your little vegetable seedlings and plant them right into that beautiful layer of compost. And the most incredible part, you have not had to lift a shovel, not even once. I know what you might be thinking. This just seems way too good to be true, right? Don't you have to wait for the cardboard to break down or for the weeds underneath to completely die off? The answer is a definite
Yes, you can absolutely plant immediately. Your seedlings are going to be perfectly happy to start growing in that top layer of compost. By the time their roots need to go deeper, the cardboard will have softened up and the soil underneath will be ready for them. You can literally build a garden bed in the morning and be planting in it that same afternoon. It's wild.
So as you can see, this is so much more than just a gardening technique. It really is an invitation. It's an invitation to connect with your food again, to work with nature instead of against it, and to discover that simple joy of growing something yourself without all the backbreaking labor.
So let's just recap why No Dig is so incredible. It saves your back, period. You are going to have way fewer weeds. You'll be building healthy, living soil every single year. You're helping the planet by storing more carbon in the ground. And maybe the best part of all, it removes the biggest hurdle to getting started. You can do this today. This is what's possible. I mean, just look at this transformation from a simple little patch of grass to a thriving, beautiful garden that can feed you and your family. And the journey to get there is so much simpler and more joyful than you ever imagined. So what's stopping you? Whether it's just a small bed for some salad greens or even a few pots on a balcony, the principle is exactly the same. Every single seed you plant is a small but really powerful step toward better health, a deeper connection with nature, and just the profound, simple joy of watching something grow.